How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Clutch City Chronicles, and today we will be recapping the first couple of days for the Houston Rockets this free agency. And of course, the Houston Rockets were very, very busy. They made a lot of moves and just in general are looking like a completely different team going into next season. And of course, with everything being said, they still have $12 to $15 million remaining in cap space. So we're going to get into that right now. Let's start off with the biggest signing of them all, and that was Fred VanVleet. Everyone initially overreacted to this and said it was a massive overpay, but as soon as the details came out, people started to realize that it was indeed a fantastic contract, as it is a 2 years guaranteed $84 million, plus the third year is a team option. Therefore, the Rockets can decide to move forward with Fred VanVleet or possibly just let him walk in free agency after the 2 years. That is all up to them and how Fred VanVleet performs over the next 2 seasons. And just in general, it offers them a lot of flexibility because when the 2 years are up, the Rockets are going to have to decide to extend Jalen Green and Şengün, and they're probably going to ask for big contracts like we've seen with Tyrese Haliburton, LaMelo Ball. Like, these guys are going to get paid if they really perform in the next 2 seasons, and that's just the fact of the matter. So the fact that his contract lines up with those extensions is really all the difference for the Rockets when it comes to financial flexibility. And overall, Fred VanVleet as a player, he's an excellent perimeter defender. He had a down year of efficiency-wise this past season, but overall, he's a proven player, an NBA champion, an all-star, and brings a lot to the table. Not to mention, he is 29, entering his prime, so I'm not expecting a decline anytime soon, especially during the length of this contract, as he would only be like 31, 32 at the end of the contract. So this is a very good contract. And again, if you're a bad team for this long, you're going to have to overpay to bring in valuable free agents. That's just the fact of the matter. Moving on to the next big signing, and that was Dillon Brooks. This one really did catch me off guard, but the more time I had to think about it, the more I liked it, because it's a front-heavy deal. The first 2 years, Dillon Brooks was going to get the bag, but as the contract proceeds, the money proceeds to get lower and lower, so it's a declining contract. It's a perfect deal for the Rockets. Again, they're going to have to extend their young guys, so they want financial flexibility, and this offers them exactly that. Furthermore, Dillon Brooks is 27 again. At the end of the deal, he would be 31. Again, he's not declining anytime soon. As a defender, he's an all-defensive team member and just overall was a huge part of Memphis Grizzlies' success over the past couple of years, and just in general is a pest on the court, someone that you hate when he's on the opposing team, but again, someone you really love when he's on your team. And he's just that gritty, tough player I think the Rockets desperately needed in the locker room and on the court. And I guess the off-court antics are a little annoying, I understand that, but I guess it also is really, really good for culture building because again, it shows gritness, it shows toughness, and it shows that beautiful confidence I think all players should have, no matter what. So overall, I like the signing as well. The only disappointing part of this free agency for me was not getting Brook Lopez, a very, very good stretch big for this team. But I guess there is a silver lining here, and that is Alperen Şengün is going to be our starting center, no doubt about it, as we ended up signing Jacques Landell. And Jacques Landell in the playoffs this year really did perform extremely well, almost outperformed DeAndre Ayton to the point where they were giving him more minutes than Ayton. So that says a lot about Jacques Landell as a player. As a defender, he's a plus defender. Offensively speaking, he's not that great, but again, his defense is really, really good and really valuable to a Rockets team that needs more defense, big time. Furthermore, we made a lot of trades. A lot of young pieces gone. Josh Christopher, KJ Martin, Usman Garuba, Tata Washington are all departing the Houston Rockets in a multiple team trade in which the Rockets got Dillon Brooks via sign and trade and I think 3 second-round picks. So overall, the Rockets had to do what they had to do. We all saw this coming a mile away. The Rockets needed to trim out their roster in order to build a concrete 10-man, 9 to 10-man rotation. And now they're going to spend the rest of free agency filling out the roster, adding more depth. Again, they have $12 to $15 million in cap space. They really did highlight who they want moving forward, and that is Tari Eason, Jabari Smith Jr., Alperen Sengun, Jalen Green, Cam Whitmore, Amin Thompson. That's their core six. Kevin Porter Jr., I would include him in that, but the fact of the matter is, I think he's more of a trade asset at this point, and if he really does play well next season, his value is only going to raise, and the Rockets could definitely flip him for more down the line. Just in general, I think the Rockets are in a really good place going into next season, and if the play-in/playoffs was the goal, I think they really are heading in the right trajectory with the team they have right now, and obviously they still have cap space to add more talent, so the Rockets are really in a good place right now moving forward at making the play-in/playoffs next season. So overall, I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Like if you enjoyed the video, and of course, make sure to subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video.